Clement's Homebrew.
Coming at ya.
Yeah, coming at ya. And Kevin and Christian.
Finally. This is like a real Homebrew Wednesday.
Real Homebrew Wednesday.
Why?
For sure, because someone, mostly someone, finally did a homebrew.
We're brewing, and we did our first all-grain brew.
Yes.
So, we're going to show some footage of that. And we're gonna start cracking a homebrew, and we got to thank again good old Mr. Man Bear Pig, 11223344455.
Here's the deal. My Raiders finally got a win this week, by the way. And I am shocked to see that the stupid Chargers, who Man Bear Pig apparently is a fan of, I don't know why. I mean, anyone in San Diego still would not root for the Chargers, but he does. And they're somehow leading the AFC West. Whatever, screw that. Raiders are up and coming, baby.
We're gonna get a lot of comments from him on that one.
Yeah. How about them Packers? Oh, sorry. Seahawks got that win. Oops.
So anyway,
screw the NFL. Cheers to that.
Man Bear Pig, thanks for this. This is his Russian Imperial Stout. We've had once before.
We did like this. Mm-hmm. All right, so we're gonna drink this, and Dad's gonna put up a couple clips of us.
Yeah, we're gonna show you our all-grain brew.
All right, I'm here. I made it. We put together the burner. We got the water going. It's just a little bit over temp. Actually, it's dropping down quite nicely to temp. And start the mashing process. We have 4 gallons right now. We have to cook up another 2.5 gallons. So we're gonna get this water in there, and then we'll get the other 2.5 heated up real quickly, and then we'll be mashing and having some fun.
All right, here we go with our first all-grain batch. We're going to start getting the grains in there. We're making the Clements Kolsch, but the first all-grain version of it. And our goal temperature-wise on this is to mash at 155. So we'll see how that goes. God, that smells good.
All right, so we've done it. We've got our 6.6 gallons, right?
We're mashing. It looked like we were about a degree below our mark.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's our first time, so these are all adjustments that we'll make.
You know?
So, and we're learning all the fun stuff with Beersmith, getting that all customized for our equipment.
I think there was a few cuss words that came out of the office while I was sanitizing everything out here. I was like, I am staying away. But I do know one thing. I'll be over here Thursday night getting my whole cream ale ready on Beersmith so that I don't have to deal with this on Friday.
Yeah.
Because
now that we got the equipment dialed in, it'll make that part a lot easier too.
That'll definitely make it.
So anyway, all right, we'll show our next steps here. This is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, just time to start sparging.
Yep. So we're gonna see our first little bit.
First run-ins.
Oh man, as you can tell, that really needs to be sparged. That's probably got. There's a lot of grain still coming through. We're gonna have to let it settle quite a bit until it really starts running dry. But as you can tell, that looks like it's gonna be a nice little Kolsch right there. So here we are. We're doing our sparging process. It's coming out a lot clearer. Our first problem was that we had maybe the grains were milled too much. I mean, we'll have to talk to these guys about this potentially, but when I tried slowly sparging it, even less than that, so that we could, you know, let the grain bed settle, so we're not moving it too much. It clogged up our
screen.
Our screen, and what we had to do was we had to go through and mix up the grains, and then we just let it flow really fast through there so that all the really small particles of grains came out, and then we kind of had to, like, you know, we kept them in this little bucket, and then I rinsed the bucket out to get rid of the grains. But now we have the bigger pieces settling on the bottom. It's starting to, as you can tell, sparge quite nicely. It could be even a little bit more clear, but right now we're just in the process of just doing it over and over again until we get a really nice clear mixture coming through. Woo, there it is. We've got this baby to a rolling boil. Oh, there go the hops. Here they are. Let's go take a little look-see at this. Woo! Ah, we're big time now.
Ooh, that smells good.
Our first all grain. Dad, how are you feeling now?
Now that I'm smelling the hops, I'm feeling awesome.
Yeah, I think it's time for a beer.
I think it is seriously time for a beer.
Dad and I are going to get a beer, and we'll come back with a camera.
Alright, we're halfway point, 30 minutes, and we've got some nice Tettnanger hops. These ones are a little higher alpha level. These are 7 point something.
That sure is looking good.
That smells good. It's time for a beer. I got just the thing. We're gonna celebrate the first all grain in style.
Oh, snap diggity!
Yeah, that's right. We're talking Firestone Double Jack.
Well, camera got turned off. Chris has got to get his drink on.
That's right.
We'll be back.
Okay, well, like I say, the kid's gone, so hey, it's up to me. I'm getting in the last hops here. So that's a flame off right there. You know, we're such noobs on all of this. We are so open to all of your suggestions and knowledge. Yep, absolutely. Of course, trying to do this on video on the first brew. But it's fun. I'm having fun. I'm gonna get the chiller going and we'll take a look at where we are. Not only is this the first time doing an all grain, this is the first time for us to be using a wort chiller. Oh my gosh, the speed at which it's cooling. One nice thing about being in Oregon is we actually have very cold water coming off the mountains and things. Very cold, so boy, temps are dropping quickly. That's a big help when your son's bailed on you. Well, this is a little disappointing. So there was a lot of loss, a lot more loss than we'd calculated for. We've got 3 1/4 gallons here. Yeah, between the stuck mash and everything else that happened, so big learning curve here. The one thing we can count on is, and I got to get this closed, is the fermentation chamber. That's working good, so we're happy about that. So there was a little bit of pain with the first all grain.
A little?
A little bit. There was a lot of pain. And so this is our help part of the video. We're going to talk about some of the problems that we had.
Oh.
So first off, I think I first blame our local homebrew place. It's all their fault.
I am mad at them. But I'm going to go back for the next brew I'm gonna try them. I'm gonna let them know what happened so that maybe this doesn't happen again.
Apparently, they must have ground it too small. There was a
they milled it too fine,
but there was a huge amount of like powdery, more like powdery level. And I know you just want the grains to be cracked.
Yeah. So
what happened is basically the mashing got stuck as we were trying to, you know.
Well, as they called it in a book that I'm reading, when you mill your grains too fine, you get a flour cement coating on top of your grain bed.
That's exactly what we got.
Huh, that's weird.
So we're doing our first runnings. It's running clear, and right about the time that we're going to actually start going, okay, we can start going to the pot. It's just drip, drip, stop.
I'm like, the first time I was like, I don't know what's going on. Maybe like we got grains underneath our filter, and I was like, maybe it clogged it, so we kind of mashed things up and got it going again.
Did first runnings again. Okay, it's running smooth.
And then I was like, I'm full blasting this the whole time. And it's really weird. It stopped again.
Yeah. We finally, after working it, got everything out, and then we were able to see what had happened.
But I figured, at least if it happens again, I know how to deal with it, I guess. So that's good.
Better,
but oh my, painful.
So anyway, if that sounds accurate to you on that first part, if you think that we nailed that as far as the issue, great. If you have suggestions for us, great. Yeah, well, I'm not ready to jump off and buy something to crush the grains, but I've seen some. I think I've seen some people that have some less expensive manual ones that you can connect a drill to on videos. Like Craig did that. Then the next issue we had, I got Beersmith, worked to get everything plugged in best I can, but I didn't know how to account for how much loss you're going to have at the various stages. We probably had a lot of evaporation, but we only ended up with 3 1/4 gallons. The other thing, though, that's a possibility, and I'd like some feedback on, is we've got a really nice, we're only making 5-gallon batches at this point.
Yeah.
But we have a really nice 10-gallon pot. And I'm wondering if, because the pot's so wide, there's a large upper surface area, does that mean that we're going to have a much higher evaporation? With our whole mashing process, in the entire process, we did 6.5 gallons of water.
But how much was lost in the grain bed?
I understand, and Beersmith has calculations for all those things.
So we need to learn Beersmith.
Whatever you guys can kind of tell me on those things, and how much loss should I think that we have one of the round igloo type ones from Home Depot. How much loss would we expect on water there? Mm-hmm. I know that Beersmith should calculate the grains, is my understanding, and how much is going to stay inside the grains. And then we've got, like I said, 10-gallon pot for boiling in. So any constructive stuff, or you can email me at Cleminator13. That's CLEMINATOR13 at Gmail, and I'll post that.
It's like Terminator, but it's Cleminator, and it's badass.
But
and then we forgot to add, Dad had to finish everything because it took so long that I had to leave to go to my concert that I went to.
So it's probably going to be the worst Kolsch ever. No one's going to get to try that one.
Yeah,
either that, or it's going to be an Imperial Kolsch because it's boiled down so far.
Yeah, I don't know, but
who knows?
All we're saying is we don't have high expectations for this one, but it was a great learning curve.
Well, it was learning. I don't know if it was great learning.
Well, I think so. I always find an opportunity to learn and do better is awesome because it's going to save me or save my friends when I'm teaching them how to brew.
Well, get those suggestions in quick, because Christian's ready to brew on Friday, and this probably won't show up till Thursday. All right. So then the last thing is, of course, the fermentation chamber is done. Woo! In fact, let's just show a real quick clip of that.
Yeah.
Okay, the last step that we've taken is to set up a pipe going from the top area down to the lower area. And I've fastened a fan that's blowing air down below. I still have a circulation fan inside the unit to circulate. It's also blowing colder towards that from this unit. This was because even though we have vent holes down below to allow air to drop and cold air drops, and it is keeping cool down there, it's not staying quite as cool as the upper chamber. That's something I'd probably prefer to do. Right now you can see we've got this holding at right about 59, which is what we're trying to do. It's at 60 to 59, 58 range. So our temps are holding very well in the upper chamber. Now the last couple things I may add to this later is look at possibly creating a drip pan with a little tube that I could drain down below into my storage area that's down below through the hole, and just have a little, a little cup or something for it to drain into. The last step that I may do then also is add a switch. I'd have to find something that can tolerate the cold air and maybe a little bit of moisture to turn this fan off and on, and that would allow me to just allow the air that drops naturally to go down and cool. And that would be useful if we wanted to drop the temperature in the upper chamber for cold crashing things, which this is fully capable of doing. But outside of that, the unit seems to be working very nicely. It's doing a fantastic job. And beyond the upper chamber, I've already got a case of my favorite Abyss stored down below, and it's doing a great job holding cooler temperatures. Now they should be a little cooler than before, which would be fantastic for storage. So this thing's just awesome, and so this I'm so jazzed about, and the lower area is just perfect for long-term storage, cellaring, if you will, of beers. I'm jazzed. I'm absolutely jazzed about that. We are going to put together a complete video of how we built the entire thing, and so hopefully that will be up on the internet within the next week.
Come on, look at this.
Oh, yes.
Check out this. Yeah, bitches. That's a Firestone Walker t-shirt.
He's loving his shirt.
Well, I turned in my application for my job, and I was like, well, I want to look at the shirts that they have at the place, because that's what they do. They sell stuff to their employees.
They distribute beer.
Right. And they sell shirts to their employees and hats, and well, it was only $10 for this bitch. What? I'm like, Christian's getting that.
I might have to go shopping.
Plus, I got a Widmer cap for $6.50. I was like, holler, Christian just found a new clothing store.
Well, anyway, we're gonna just say Happy Homebrew Wednesday and call it at that. It's been a week,
you guys.
It's been a week. Cheers. We'll catch you next time.
See ya.